Unit 3, Lesson 3 Summary. So here are the summary of the rotation rules. Keep in mind that these are positive, so this is considered counterclockwise. But also keep in mind that if you can't remember the rules, your paper and the coordinate grid are 90 degrees. So we can rotate our paper and use the new XY axis to get the coordinates of the point where the figure is. So you just have to remember that once you've rotated your paper, it starts over again. So regardless of what you've labeled on there, if I turn my paper already, this is now my origin, this is the negative x, this is the positive x, this is the positive y, and this is the negative y, right, with my turned paper. If I need to rotate 180 degrees, I can turn my paper twice in either direction. And if I need to rotate positive 270, well, I can do it 3 times counterclockwise or 1 time clockwise, which would be the negative 90 degree direction. Okay, remember that the quadrants are also 90 degrees from each other. So if an image is fully in quadrant 1 and I rotate it 90 degrees, then it should end up in quadrant 2. If it's in quadrant 2 and I rotate it 90 degrees, again, these are positive, so these are counterclockwise, then that should end up in quadrant 3. If I have something in quadrant 2 and I rotate it 180 degrees, well, that's 2 times 90, so it's going to move 2 quadrants. And so if I'm in quadrant 2, I'm going to end up in quadrant 4 with 180 degrees rotation, and so on and so forth. So you can double check your work depending on where your points are based on the information that each quadrant is 90 from each other. So if I start out in quadrant 4 and I rotate 90 degrees, I should end up in quadrant 1. Right? So again, each of these is a 90 degree amount. So that's it for the summary. You have your rules, you have a method that you can use if you don't remember your rules, and now we'll do an example, and then you have a practice problem to do on your own.